on this Thursday morning. I always say this on Thursdays. We're standing on our tippy toes looking into the weekends. How do you plan weather-wise? Here's Jess.
All right, well, we are gearing up for some on and off showers as we dive into this weekend. I think that's important to note, especially as you're planning any morning walks or maybe some fun activities with your friends and your community members. Now, the thing is, we kicked off this week with some pretty mild weather, and it started to cool down fast yesterday. We were down into the 60s throughout our inland areas, including the East Bay and the North Bay. We're back into the 70s this afternoon in places like Napa and Santa Rosa. That's topping us off just about 4 degrees below average as we head outside. Similar to San Francisco, actually, similar to our friends all the way off into the East Bay. Some other things I want to talk about, too, for our friends along the coast as we head outside today, still under that beach hazard statement by the National Weather Service. And what that means for us is that we're still dealing with that northwesterly swell, strong waves right now. We can see rip currents and sneaker waves definitely possible along the coast. This is something important to note before you head out there to the water. Now, I want to time the storm out as we dive into this weekend. A couple things are going to look a little bit different for us as we head outside today. Tomorrow, we're going to continue to see partly cloudy skies at times. It's not until Saturday as we head all the way into that 6 a.m. hour. And I'm using this to pause it just to show you. It starts from the north to the south. This is the leftovers from the atmospheric river that's impacting our friends up in the Pacific Northwest right now. This is going to bring in a series of showers all throughout the Bay Area as we head into Saturday, but notice how it's really on and off. It doesn't amount to too much as we head into our Saturday forecast, and we'll see a similar setup as we head all the way into Sunday. So in total, at least as we start off this weekend, we're going to see less than 1/10 of an inch throughout most of the Bay Area. That's important to note. But another thing I want to talk about, it's our daytime highs. We're dealing with cool conditions today, tomorrow, and that's the case as we continue into this weekend's forecast. This area of low pressure pushing in from the north, it brings in a cold, dense air mass. And that's the reason why we're still holding on tight to 60s in places like the Bay as we wrap up this week, heading into this weekend too. Now you make your way over into our inland spots. We've been below average pretty much all week long, and we're continuing that trend as we head into this weekend. 60s matching up with our friends along the Bay. Then we'll slowly start to warm up as early as next Monday and Tuesday with upper 70s on tap for us around the corner. Reed.